Hey guys, G.I. Rolly here one more time with another Super 7 unboxing and review. Obviously, we're going to also do a comparison with the classified Snake Eyes. Let's go take a look. Alright guys, so before we go any further, I just want to mention again how much I really like the presentation. I really like the look of the box, the look of the case, the way it looks kind of worn and stuff. It's really cool. And again, the little name just like Duke here, this one says Snake Eyes. And let's slide it open. And of course, because these are not necessarily completely sealed already here, we can take a good look at the figure. And like Duke in the back, there's some information on Snake Eyes, the equivalent of the file card. And I think you remember I mentioned last time that, you know, when we were kids, that's one of the things we loved. It's one of the things that we enjoyed. We like looking at the file card and reading it and finding more information. And this really captures, I think, the feel of the cartoon with actual scenes from the animated series. So let's take a look at the actual figure. This is really nice. So the first thing I see already is Timber. So I'm about to take him out, but just take a quick look, and I think he's really well done. I mean, color-wise, paint applications, he definitely looks good. You compare him to the classified Timber, the first release. Obviously a different style, maybe a more realistic dog, husky, wolf, but definitely different, and this one is definitely more cartoon accurate. All right, so Timber is out, and I'm surprised that there's actually some good articulation on this guy. So I don't know if you can catch this, but you know, the leg moves. Oh, the leg comes off. All right, not too worried, just pop it back in there. But yeah, there's good articulation, and there's, like, I guess the equivalent of a knee joint. No paw. Oh yeah, actually it does seem to rotate a bit right and left. There is some movement of the foot itself. Tail, I guess you can wag it or move it left and right. And the head obviously moves left and right, as does the neck. But obviously limited in movement compared to, say, the classified Snake Eyes that really has, like, you know, some motion halfway through the body. The tail can, you know, lift. The rotation of the head, you can almost like lift up and down a little bit. There's some play. You know, not the same. I would have maybe liked a bit more articulation for the price range, but again, I'm not upset. These are not marketed as, you know, action figures. They're collectibles, although more posability would be nice. I can live with it. Definitely a different kind of plastic, a more hard plastic, not as textured as the classified. All right, let's take a look at the Snake Eyes himself. I don't know that I like how hard it is to take these guys out. All right, guys, this is Snake Eyes. So I'm not sure what you guys picture whenever you picture Snake Eyes. I'll admit that my picture of Snake Eyes has now become what the classified represents here, which is more reminiscent of the 1982, 1983 figure. As you can see, I'm taking advantage of the posability of the classified, a pose that I would not be able to reproduce with the Super 7, which again, I'm okay with. But obviously the color scheme here of the complete black is reminiscent of the 1982, 1983 Real American figure, a Real American Hero figure that was actually all black, no paint, not a drop of paint on it, just black plastic. And I like it. That's Snake Eyes. Now, this figure is definitely more colorful, but that's what cartoon Snake Eyes was, the blue with the purple accents. Still very nice posability, stands well on its own. Obviously, with a nice stand, you could probably pose him a little more, probably have him in, you know, in motion of some kind. But I like this. I like the Snake Eyes. I like the way he looks. I'll let you take a good look there at the different angles. I think he really came out nice, and the gloveless hands, again, very much the cartoon figure. Another thing I like, I mentioned last time, is that they all come with this rifle. To me, this is like Snow Job's rifle, but I just remember in the cartoon, everybody had that same rifle. So Duke has this rifle, Snake Eyes has this rifle, and I'm pretty sure every other G.I. Joe Super 7 Ultimate figure is going to have this classic rifle. So let's get it on him. He comes with this, I guess, jetpack. Purple matches his accents. And like Duke's, it's got straps. What that means is no peg hole in the back, no backpack to be, you know, inserted there. It's an actual backpack that, you know, slides on like a real backpack. Even Classified doesn't do that. They still go with the traditional, you know, peg and hole to slide it in. So I don't want to take all this stuff out just yet. So I'll have Marco Antonio here take a quick look. We'll start with the hands actually down here. So as you can see, 3 extra pairs of hands. I mean, that's a lot of hands, but it gives you options. Do we need that many? I don't know. But I think that if you're going to do a second pair or a third pair, at that point, there's always the possibility of somebody saying, and let's face it, G.I. Joe fans, we do like to complain. There's a possibility of somebody saying, oh man, they should have done a fist, or they should have done a complete open hand. They should have done him pointing, which I think technically they didn't. Oh, that's it. Super 7 has let us down. But, I mean, you've got options. And you've got the canister here. Marco Antonio making you come all the way up here. That's the canister where he collected, I guess, the minerals, radioactive minerals in that mission for the mass device. A nice touch for him to have that that accessory. A communicator, walkie-talkie of some kind. Duke had one, so I'm not sure if every single G.I. Joe figure is going to have that. And of course, a weapon here, I guess. Looks like a laser gun to me. You guys can, you know, add it in the comments. Let me know, is this something he used in the cartoon? It's definitely not similar to any of the weapons he's had in the action figures in the 80s. So he had an Uzi, I believe, actually both version 1 and version 2. So this must be something he used in the cartoon. So that's it, guys. This is your Snake Eyes comparison. Here we have Super 7 Ultimate Snake Eyes and G.I. Joe Classified Snake Eyes, both with Timber, their trusty friend, sidekick, companion, whatever you want to call him. I think they came out nice. I am a fan of both, and I have both. And I'm thinking that for those of you that grew up watching the cartoon, this is really Snake Eyes. So enjoy. Again, don't forget to like, to share, to comment, to let everybody know that you're watching these, and share it with them. And subscribe to the channel, of course, so you can get the next one. Yo, Joe.